Chapter 3, Training Camp. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Billy was doing push-ups in the deserted horse barn. He wasn't worried about eating the first worm. People were always daring him to do things, and he'd found it was better to look ahead, to try to figure things out, get himself ready. Last winter, Alan had dared him to sleep out all night in the igloo that they had built at Tom's backyard. Why not? Billy had thought to himself. What could happen? About midnight, huddled, shivering in his blankets in the darkness, he'd begun to wonder if he should give up and go home. His feet felt like aching stones in his boots. Even his tongue, inside his mouth, was cold. About half an hour later, he was stubbornly dancing about outside in the moonlight to try to warm himself. Tom's dog Martha came along with 6 other dogs, all in a pack, and Billy had coaxed them into the igloo and blocked the door with an orange crate. And after the dogs had stopped wrestling and nipping and barking and sniffing around, they all went to sleep in a heap with Billy in the middle, as warm as an onion in a stew. But he hadn't been able to think of anything special to do to prepare himself for eating a worm. So he was just limbering up in general. Push-ups, knee bends, jumping jacks, red-faced, perspirating. Nearby, on an orange crate, he'd set out bottles of ketchup and Worcestershire sauce, jars of pickles and mustard, a box of crackers, salt and pepper shakers, and a sugar shaker, a box of Kleenex, a jar of maraschino cherries, some horseradish, and a plastic honey bear. Tom's head appeared around the door. Ready? Billy scrambled up, brushing back his hair. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Tom flung the door open. Alan marched in carrying a covered silver platter in both hands. Joe slouching along beside him with a napkin over one arm, nodding and smiling. Tom dragged another orange crate over beside the first. Alan set the silver platter on top of that crate. A chair, cried Alan. A chair for the man. Come on, said Billy. Cut the clowning. Tom found an old milking stool in one of the horses' stalls. Joe dusted it off with his napkin, showing his teeth, and then showing it to Billy. Ladies and gentlemen, shouted Alan, I present my masterpiece, the vermin a la mode. He swept the cover off the platter. Wah! Cried Billy, recoiling. Oh, that's it.